Welcome to the new segment of grade 7th civics. We are discussing in that fifth chapter, Women Change the World. So we have discussed the some important subtopic yesterday, and today's subtopic is schooling and education today. Schooling and education today. So when we see the today's society, the boys and the girls both are attending the schools in a largely, and the still in some places when we see the the previous decades, the lot of difference the giving education for to the girl child. Now there is no difference remains to take a good education in between a boys and girls. Now it is also gathered detailed information about the people living in India, their age, schooling, what work they do, and so on. And so these all informs the measures many things. The how many people are educated, how many people are literate. When we see the ratio in between men and women, the according to the 1961, the about 40% of boys and men were educated, were literate. We are talking about the who are the above the 7 years old, the who are the able to at least read and write their name. So that one we are the comparing. So 15% when we compare to that boy and girl, the 15% of girl girls and women in that comparison to the men education. In the most recent cases in a 2001, in 2000, in some important cases in a 2011, these figures are changed a lot. They are the grown, and the how much percentage, that is 82% for the boys and 65% girls and women. It means that is both and men and women, they are the taking this participation in a school and as well as increase their literacy rate. But the same percentage when we are comparing 82 and 65. So here also the women or the female groups are very less when we see that comparison of a percentage. Here one small table, they are the shown in your textbook as well as now also I am showing this one. This is a one small graph. So where we are the comparing the specially in a social group, scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, SC and ST, and they are the officially term for the Adivasis. Okay, so here what it is, a comparison of this survey has done in the average annual dropout rate in a school education in a 2014 to 2015. Here the level, that is a primary, upper primary and secondary. All the girls and boys, total boys 4.36, girls 3.88, that is in a first standard to fifth standard. So totally when we see that 4.13. So in that SC and ST, see the 4.71, 4.20, 4.46, the boys and girls and a total. These comparison, the primary section as well as a secondary. So how the increase the rate of taking a education in a boys and the girls, the last we can see that in a 9th and 10th, that is a secondary education, 17.21, 16.88, 17.06 in SC, 19.64, 19.05, 19.36 in ST, 24.94, 24.40 and 24.68 boys, girls and together. When we see this table of Adivasis, the SC, ST girls and the boys, they are the coming the regularly school in some areas, in some age, certain age, they are the sending the school for that girls. So when we see that rate of that higher category in all the girls, the from in all the girls, and that means particularly in Dalit and Adivasis, so backward and less likely to remain in a school. So 2011 when we see that survey, the less number of girls we can see that in a particular category, that is Muslim category, and as well as the SC and ST girls. Especially in a primary school, we can see that number of the girls are more. But when we go in a higher section, that girl childs, they will drop schools. They spent only the 4 years in the school. Because of behind of that several reasons are there, and why they will drop a school in higher secondary classes, that is a 9th and 10th. Especially Adivasis and the Muslim communities, they will leave the school the many part of the country, in especially in rural areas and poor areas. Why? Because here there is no proper schools, and if they want to go for to the school, they are having a far distance from their hometown to school, and the teachers are not available, and they are not having a regular connection into the school. And another one reason, they are if schools is not closer to the home, that is I told you, they are the transportation, it will be matters. There is no particular transportation, the buses or the vans, and even though the parents may not be willing to send their girl child to the school, because they are the grown up in that age in the 9th and 10th. And many families they are the too poor to give the high fees of the education which they are sending the school. The cost of education, it is high, so they are unable to bear that cost. And the boys may get a performance in this situation. And sometimes it will happen, they have all the facilities, the teacher will be there, transportation is there, and their parents also spending a money for to give a proper education. Sometimes um, child discrimination, it will be happened in a schools, or in a schools, in a classmates, like Om Prakash Valmiki we can recall here. The Om Prakash Valmiki, how he was suffered in a life because of the caste system in a society. So for that reason also children may they will leave school. Here one another one chart we can get, that is the table which is primary school children, the who leave the school, that is a bar diagram we can get, boys and the girls in, that is all boys 4.30, and boys of ST, that is 7.02. So this we can get here the bar diagram. And as well as the nowadays government has giving so much importance of the girl child, that is Beti Bachao and Beti Badao and Beti Padao. So they are the making a slogan for the girl child, to save a girl child. So today we are learnt about schooling and education today. The main motto of this subtopic is the how girl child and the boys are taking education, and sometimes because of some certain condition the girl child they drop school. For reference you can refer 7th grade NCERT textbook. Thank you.